Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, everybody? I'm here. Oops, wrong layout. There we go. Oh, get that heart background out of here. All right. Yo, what's up, real work? Acid Wash Penny. It's gonna be one shiny penny after that. Ow. Jesus Christ, that thing almost killed me. Oh god. What is up with all these Meridian rooms? Oh man, freaking finally. Hmm. Okay, I just had to turn off high jump. I'm just not gonna get that E-Tang. Wait, there's more. Friday-tastic. No, I can't do that. Oh, shit. Ah. Go away. Oh my god, go away. Ah. It's flying around at exactly the wrong spot. Dude, where'd they put my gosh dang morph ball? Oh, I can go down this pipe. Ooh! Sharpening orchid. I found some missiles. It's not Morph Ball, though. Cool. Oh my god, where are these things coming at me from? I really didn't think that Morph Ball was that hard to find in this ROM hack. missiles. Um, okay. Oh my god, where is this gosh dang morph ball? There it is. Adventure of a fucking lifetime just to find morph ball. And there's my bombs. I will be right back. All right. So I have been seeing a lot of stuff about the new stupid Twitch rule about only having a limit of 100 hours for highlights. I've already taken care of stuff on my end. I've uploaded a bunch of stuff onto YouTube, and I've also deleted a bunch of older stuff. I just think that it's very telling about Twitch that instead of upgrading things on their end to make sure that none of their users lose any of their stuff, their answer is, oh, well, since it's just like less than 1% of people that have, you know, more than 100 hours worth of highlights, and none of those videos are getting watched, we're just gonna start deleting stuff. I think it is very telling about Twitch as an organization that they're just gonna say, we will delete your stuff instead of us improving things on our end. So, don't be surprised if one day I say that I'm just gonna start streaming on YouTube. A bunch of people have already made that move. So, and I'm not gonna be saving any more highlights to Twitch. I will make highlights like right after I'm done streaming, and then once I get those exported to YouTube, I'm just deleting them. If you didn't see my posts on Discord, I had well over 5,000 hours of highlights. Stuff dating back over 10 years. And I spent a number of hours double checking with what I do and do not already have on YouTube. A lot of my stuff is already over on YouTube, but I still have a handful of things that I need to transfer over. On good luck have. Thank you, Firebat. Same to you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yellow pants. Whoop. Yeah, the stuff that I ended up deleting without knowing whether or not I had the VODs already on YouTube were just, it was a lot of stuff from like 9 years ago. A handful of Super Metroid races from back then. And some single-player runs of the Zelda 3 randomizer. A lot of my stuff, again, I've already got on YouTube, but this is just it's such a disappointing thing for Twitch to come out and say. 4269. And again, it's disappointing in the regard that Twitch isn't going to improve things on their end because they don't see it as financially viable. So instead, they're going to inconvenience a great number of people. Hmm. You know, saying that people can't create new VODs if they've already got over 100 hours worth of highlights. I just, the more I think about it, the more I realize Twitch doesn't understand that they are now in competition with YouTube when it comes to live streaming. So, yeah, I think a number of people are just going to start streaming on YouTube instead. Because YouTube is big enough that I really don't think that they're going to implement bullshit like that. I could very well be wrong at some point in the future, but if it comes down to that, then I don't know. Start streaming on Twitter. Yeah, Amazon is big enough. Like, they'll just build another fucking warehouse full of servers. Whereas Twitch is held together by lollipop sticks and spirit gum. Funny thing is, in the midst of me uploading a lot of that stuff, a lot of my older stuff onto YouTube, it's gotten infinitely more views on YouTube than it ever did on Twitch. And I can say that comfortably because 10 is infinitely more than 0. Also, the process of going through my old VODs and trying to find what was already on YouTube and what I needed to export. I started having the idea that I might need to rethink my naming scheme for some of my VODs. Like, I might need to start including the date in the VOD title for the Super Metroid races. Sorry about that, Firebat. That's what it's like every day when you follow a speed gaming channel. All of a sudden, there's like 20 fucking speed gaming VODs. There was also a bunch of stuff that I had kind of forgotten that I had done on stream. At least one of the things was just like a night where I played Little Big Planet for a couple hours. That one I wasn't really too concerned about keeping, though. I need to actually double check where my PB for Chippendale's Rescue Rangers is. So I'm not sure that I've actually got that on YouTube. Might still be somewhere on Twitch. Screwed that right up. I actually have my browser's homepage set to my YouTube subscriptions, since that's usually what I'm looking at. Whoops, that was a super missile. Oh, for fuck's sake. Also, it turns out that of all the people I've seen on Twitter complaining about the Twitch highlight rule, I've only seen like 2 people that had more hours of highlights than I did. I'm also assuming that's because a lot of people are on Blue Sky now. No, I didn't think I made it. Alloy banana. Alloy banana sky. Like, I'm not really that big into social media, so I don't think it's that important. I originally used it to keep up with streamers that I enjoyed. And then now it's just artwork and memes. Third one didn't come out. Hit the button and everything. thing that kind of sucks about Twitch's new highlight limit is there are a handful of Twitch streamers that I do go back and watch their VODs. And a lot of the VODs that they have, to the best of my knowledge, aren't posted on YouTube. Because at least a couple of them want to just keep their YouTube channel for speedrunning stuff, and they don't want to have, like, just casual gaming videos on their channel. Which, I mean, I kind of understand that mindset, but then I would say, okay, then just get a second YouTube channel for your casual stuff, because there are people that would want to go back and see that. So I think that's going to be what happens for a lot of people. Get more from Life with Casuals. Life with Casuals. The one thing I will say is that it is true that most people, like the overwhelming majority of people, do not watch Twitch for VODs. Wait, this isn't a VOD? This is a making of the VOD. We are actively making a VOD. I'm gonna throw up. Somebody give me a bucket, I'm a throw up. Ugh. The other thing is, I've been streaming the Super Metroid races with my current setup for long enough that even though I'm using an emulator, I really don't think that I need to keep following SRL's rule about you have to stream if you are running on an emulator. Because the Super Metroid races are not as big as they used to be. And I have enough of a track record that, like, if all of a sudden my time started getting ridiculously lower, then it would be obvious what I'm doing. Like, you wouldn't need to fact check me. It's like, wait a minute. How did you all of a sudden shave 5 minutes off of your run? Even then, if I shaved 5 minutes off of my run, I still wouldn't be beating anybody on SRL. Anyways, other than the nonsense that's been going on with Twitch, I haven't really been up to too much. I've been finding music videos for songs that I haven't listened to in 10 plus years. Been seeing music videos from bands that I had kind of forgotten about that are new, so that's always fun. Got my taxes done in like 20 minutes the other day. Nice to have that out of the way. I'm gonna be getting back a little over $1,000. Yeah, I've been using TurboTax for the past like 5 or 6 years at least. It just makes it so easy. And since I've been using it for that many years in a row, like, they have a lot of my information already. So most of the time spent is me making sure that the information that they have is still accurate. Yeah, what Firebat said says it all. If you have a more complex tax situation than mine, then it might help to talk with a CPA or something. But I have extremely simple taxes. And because every time I've tried to do my taxes myself, I've ended up screwing something up. Didn't have power bombs equipped. Good having. Oh, now see, real work, that's nice. Yeah, it's funny how that works out. You can turn Ice Beam back on. Exactly. It's like, oh, is there a problem? Okay, do your own taxes then. A fate worse than death. I just remember getting really aggravated the one year I actually had to pay the IRS because I messed up on my taxes. I mean, I had to pay them like 25 bucks, but still. I'm thinking that was actually why I had to go to the public library and use their printers because I don't own a printer. And I needed to print out some stupid tax form. I missed the atomic. I think that was like the first year that I lived here. So the other night, my my OBS was giving me a bunch of error messages about not being able to connect to my account. Nothing major, it was just like, I think Twitch was having some issues. So I just had to wait a couple hours, and then it just like automatically snapped back into place. Still, it had me concerned for a night. Oh, the other thing I found out while I was messing around with my VODs, I have a lot more videos blocked on YouTube than I originally thought. All because of the music I had playing in the background. Or the music that was in the game that I was playing. Which I just think that is hilarious. It's what happens when you let an algorithm take care of that shit. At least I don't have any videos that are blocked because of the video content. Come on, man. Oh, what the fuck? Another thing that I noticed about my VODs on YouTube, for whatever reason, a lot of them are like a minute longer than the actual video from Twitch. So that was making things kind of difficult when I was trying to go through a bunch of my VODs that have the same title, and I was just trying to check YouTube for the video length and comparing them that way. It's just like, okay, well this one's close enough. The other thing that I had kind of forgotten about, only because it has been long enough since I had made any of those particular videos, but sometimes when my brother and I would play the Link to the Past randomizer, I would color key out black, and I'd have an animated background on the stream. So I've got like some big crazy like pink and blue swirling background. And we're just like playing on that. Makes the dark rooms in Link to the Past a lot of fun. At least on the VOD, if nothing else. Also reminded myself that I need to head over to GOG.com and download another copy of Tyrion 2000. Because that game is free! I hope they still have it. That is my favorite shmup. I wonder how smart I would need to be to patch it onto the Wii. It's not unheard of to have PC games on the Wii. On my on my backup Wii, I've got a version of Hydra Castle Labyrinth, which is one of my favorite free-to-play indie games that's not on Steam, to the best of my knowledge. There are, of course, the two extremely disappointing ports of Tyrion 2000 that are on Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, but I want the actual game, please and thank you. The only thing with that is I seem to remember it really not playing nicely with my USB controller, like my Xbox controller. I mean, you can just unplug that and you can completely control that game with just the mouse. But yeah, ridiculously fun shmup. The plot completely falls to shit in the last, like, couple of chapters. Like in chapters 4 and 5. You end up fighting, like, disembodied facial features. There's just, like, flying eyeballs and ears and noses. Like, what the fuck? But by that point in the game, your ship is so overpowered that it's just a matter of actually hitting the stuff that's on screen. And it's not a one-hit kill shmup either. Like, projectiles, like, bounce you around a little bit because you have a shield. Just the shop in between every level. Huge variety of main weapons, rear weapons, side weapons. Okay. Okay. Bonk. Also, there's a surprising number of customers at my work that have not heard about the new bird flu that has been wreaking havoc on chicken farms. They don't understand why we don't have the selection of eggs that we used to. And it's like, I'm not gonna bother explaining it to these people. There's too many of them, and a lot of them don't speak English. So it's just like, nope, what we have is in there. And they want to get mad at us. It's like, yeah, because we're going around killing all these chickens ourselves. Give me a fucking break. Try watching the news, you idiots. Or, try learning English since you fucking live here. But that's not politically correct. Stop killing chickens? I need to find that one meme. It's something like, Europeans say that racism is only an American problem. And then it says, also Europeans, anytime they see a migrant. And it's that shot from that one episode of Batman the Animated Series where all the villains are sitting around playing cards. And they all just turn to look at Killer Croc. And they just have that disappointed look on their face. I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking truth, man. Seen the future, and it's real work slogan shaped. Future is bleak. Hey, there's Firebat taking first with a 48-18. GG. Insane Firebat, food for the soul. He could probably tell you a thing or two about soul food. He's more southern than I am. Oh man, speaking of food, I was reminded of a fun historical fact on last Tuesday's episode of Tasting History with Max Miller. And that's that pineapples, when you could only get them from Barbados, before they started cultivating them, like in Europe or in the Americas, pineapples used to be so expensive that there used to be pineapple renting services. You could actually rent a pineapple just to display it on your table to make yourself look fancier than you probably were. And it got to the point where some people, like some social climbers, would notice. They're like, that's the same pineapple that I saw at this other dinner party. But then people just started like getting paintings of pineapples to hang in their house. And that kind of accomplished the same goal. Just making yourself seem fancier than you were. But then they were, of course, eventually able to start producing them locally. And pineapple prices dropped drastically. This reminds me of the moment from the Return of the King bonus features where they needed oh god, they needed to rent a massive amount of walnuts in order to get the sound for that one scene in, was it the Halls of the Dead or whatever, where there's all those skulls that are falling all around Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. And they just got like a massive amount of walnuts. But it's not like they bought all of those walnuts, they just rented them. I just remember Peter Jackson saying something like, I didn't realize that there was walnut renting services in New Zealand. God. throat started tightening up on one side. Wake up, mouse. How did Mother Brain tie me up with that rainbow beam? $56.38. This is going to be a high 58. Very good. Off to a better start than I was last week. Boing. I didn't turn screw attack back on. Kinda need that. Might be a low 59 at this point. We'll see. Hey, a 58-57. GG. Plunk. Pop out of the race channel. Only a fool breaks the cut one. Look at these notes. That's hurrying time. The hell? Where's that room that I'm thinking of? Thanks for playing. Air Force! No, seriously, notes. Where's the fucking room I'm looking for? Like just like skip over it because I'm stupid? Possibly. Fuck, where is this room? There it is. Oh, God. Oh. All right. Let's at least get it started off. And I can figure out how to get there as I'm playing. Plus, all this talking about notes and rooms, you should probably know which game I'm starting up here. Let's go with that one. Except, let's actually reset this so there's something going on while I take a real quick break. All right. Okay, so I need to get to level 15A, called the Sky Room. I'm thinking this should be pretty simple since I'm starting on 1A. The hard part is like trying to get from... I think the easiest way to say this is to travel between the letters of the levels. Like, it's simple to get from 1A to 2A to 3A to 4A. It's more complicated to get from 2A to 3D, for example. A lot of this should look very familiar to the Lightning Dinos route. A lot of Lightning Dinos is just trying to get as deep into the levels as possible, and then trying to navigate through the letters later on. Oh, now see, I think this is where... this is where the plan starts to fall apart a little bit. No? Okay, so I just need to hit number 4. But first, I'm gonna hit that orange snowman. The snowflakes have turned into poop! That blue snowman. That takes me to 8A. Oh, let's hit that first button. Let's get another gag in here. Yeah, we're getting to see some rooms that we don't usually see on this route. Ooh. What am I gonna do here? I can't just get to level 10A from here. Ooh. Right, what's 9K? shit. I don't know how this is gonna work. Wii remote turned off. I think we've got to get as far as we can right now. So we're going to take me to 11H. Oh, fuck my life. How do I get back to the A's? My God. Hell. Okay, so we take 12H. Oh, we could show off that one guy. Give me button 4. The pickle. Look at this fucking weird guy. You've got questions, we've got giving the pickle. I guess I go with button 6? I only have more questions. I don't blame you. Ah! How do I get back to A? I'm gonna have to, like, go past it and backtrack. It's gonna take me to 12G. So I'm already backtracking. It's 13F got to say. Might be onto something here. Probably not, though. And button 7. That takes me from 13F to 13E. This will take me to 13D. Well, let's push button 9. Oh shit! Get these out of here before something bad happens. That's gonna take me to 13C. Oh, there's a game over screen on here. I need button number 8. That takes me to 13B. Well, let's push the first button. It's my dog. Hey, wait a minute. That's not a basketball, that's my dog. Alright, so we need button 7 to take me to 14A. What was it, 13A? No good way forward. That's what's at 13A. God damn Wii remote. Here, let's get another gag in here. Tongue snail. Alright, so button 7 to go to 14F. Let's get another gag in here. Alright, so this is finally going to put me on level 15. Now we need to just make some lateral moves here. Need button 10. This level should look familiar. Summon the puppy bus! There he is. What a good boy. Now I just need button 8. Should be that one. And we have finally made it to the Sky Room. Alright. Now for the gags of the Sky Room. I'm a knight. I have a challenger. Let's kick his ass. And he blows up. Robot Knight. Let's headbutt him right in the face. Head bunt. Here's our friend, the flying horse. Except now he's not flying anymore. Whoa. Oh, big boy. Headbutt. He explodes. Kick him right in the face. Hello? Pardon me, madam. Bop you on the head with my folding fan. Samurai! Alright, now... just need to do a little bit of backtracking to get me back on the Lightning Dino notes. We just need button 5. And I can put these notes down. Let's go off our lightning dinos. We're gonna go in reverse dinosaur order to what I usually do. So that means we're gonna start with the T-Rex. as a reminder, the sound effects of the lightning are totally done by people just making lightning sounds, well, thunder sounds with their mouth. Lightning sounds. All right. So really, the route for the Sky Room should largely be the same as Lightning Dinos. It's just once I get to the bus stop, I need to take a slight detour to get to the Sky Room, and then double back around to the bus stop, and then I can go to Lightning Dinos from there. I don't know what that's gonna do to my cute little grid of numbers, though. My sinuses are giving me a little bit of problems. Try to say something and it feels like stuff's about to pop out of my nose, which is never good. And we did it. We once again saved the internet. Mission complete. Take Abu. Flying horse. What platform is this game for? This is on the Sega CD. There's also a Japanese version that was on PS2. I haven't played that one. This is the only Sega CD game that I have on my emulator here. A genie. The puppy boss. Really should look up if there's more games on the Sega CD that I would be interested in. But this is the big one for me. Here's all the Skyrim fighters. We kicked their asses until they blew up. Gotta say. Symphony of the Night was on... I know it was on Sega Saturn. I don't think it was on Sega CD. I'm gonna head over to Vim's lair real quick. Sega CD. Oh, there's a version of Secret of Monkey Island. There's, of course, Sonic CD. Three Ninjas Kick Back. Oh, God. Adventures of Batman and Robin, Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. Batman Returns. Battlecore. Hmm. Battlecore looks interesting. Well, the cover looks interesting. BC Racers? Is that a caveman racing game? It sure is. Black Hole Assault. Brutal Paws of Fury. No, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Chuck Rock and Chuck Rock 2. Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia. Colors of Modern Rock? The best new rock comes alive in virtual VCR. That might be interesting. Corpse Killer. Oh, there's a Dune game on Sega CD? No fucking way. That's neat. I wonder if it's the strategy game. Dark Wizard, Dragon's Lair, Dungeon Explorer, Dungeon Master 2, Skullkeep, Earthworm Jim Special Edition, a couple Echo the Dolphin games, Eternal Champions, Eye of the Beholder, Final Fight CD. Oh, Fatal Fury Special. I wonder if they have some additional characters in Fatal Fury Special. It doesn't look like it from the cover. Flashback, The Quest for Identity. Ground Zero, Texas. Oh god. That's a hell of a cover. It's like a wrecked car in the foreground and a fucking mushroom cloud going off in the distance. It's like a lizard, a scorpion, and an armadillo just hanging out on there. Heart of the Alien, Out of This World Parts 1 and 2. Oh, there's a version of Hook on the Sega CD? I wonder if it's a port of the arcade game. That would be really cool to pick up. Because Hook on arcade is so much better than it has any right to be. Iron Helix. Deadly War Game gone awry. Could be interesting. Jaguar XJ220. Oh, that looks like a racing game. There's Jurassic Park. Of course there's Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was on everything. Kyo Flying Squadron? Oh, that's an anime girl with bunny ears. So that looks like that could be some kind of shmup. There's Kids on Site. Oh. That's kids on a construction site. Not what I was expecting. Oh, the Lawnmower Man. Some Lethal Enforcers. Link's The Challenge of Golf. I wonder if that's the same... That looks like that could be the same golf franchise that I grew up with on PC. I may have to start downloading some of these. Not gonna do it right now. What else do we have? Lodestar, The Legend of Tully Bodine. Oh, that's gotta be a shmup. Lords of Thunder? That looks like some Golden Axe bullshit right there. And there's Lunar, Eternal Blue, and Lunar the Silver Star. And if I'm remembering right, yeah, Lunar is a very anime JRPG. Mad Dog McCree, Mad Dog 2, The Lost Gold. Oh, here we go, dude. Make my video, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Make my video, Criss Cross. Mansion of Hidden Souls. Masked Rider. Kamen Rider ZO. Hell yeah. Yep, that's Kamen Rider. Mickey Mania, The Timeless Adventures of Mickey Mouse. Midnight Raiders. Oh, I think I know Midnight Raiders. I'm pretty sure that's an FMV title. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat. NBA Jam. NFL Football Trivia Challenge. NFL's Greatest, San Francisco versus Dallas, 1978 to 1993. Nova Storm. And of course, good old Night Trap. Yes, that Night Trap. Yeah, dude, thanks again for the speed demo patch. Glad you enjoy seeing it with all the different characters. Of course, there's Panic, Pitfall, The Mayan Adventure, Popful Mail. What's Power Factory? Oh, God. It's another, like, music video making game. Seems to be a lot of those. Power Monger. Looks like another Golden Axe kind of game. Prince of Persia, Prize Fighter? That's a boxing game. Hugsy? Oh, that looks like a mascot platformer. With some weird-ass looking alien as the main character. Don't understand why they don't have Q grayed out. They have O grayed out. Radical Rex. RDF Global Conflict. Revenge of the Ninja. Revengers of Vengeance. Revenge is sweet, they aren't. Fight or die. Freaks, freaks, freaks. Rise of the Dragon. Rise of the Dragon looks like it's a very cyberpunk looking thing. Road Avenger. Let's avenge that road. That's a dude punching directly through someone's windshield. Road Rash. Robo Alest? That looks like it could be a clone of Turrican. Samurai Showdown, Secret of Monkey Island, Sega Classics Arcade Collection, 4-in-1 and 5-in-1, Sewer Shark, Shadow of the Beast 2, Shining Force CD, Sylphied, Slam City with Scottie Pippen, Snatcher, Star Wars Chess, Soul Feast? Soul Feast. Space Shmup. I think I've actually seen that one before, now that I think of it. Soul Star. No cover for Soul Star. Space Ace. Space Adventure, Cobra, the Legendary Bandit. Is that the anime? Possibly. Star Wars Rebel Assault, Starblade, Stellar Fire, Supreme Warrior, Fire and Earth. Terminator, Third World War, Time Gal. The game that's like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, except it's better, because it's got a cute anime girl. Tomcat Alley. Ultraverse Prime. Vey. What the fuck is Vey? That looks like it could be... Oh, it says it's an RPG right on the cover. Nice. Who Shot Johnny Rock? What is XI Multi-Entertainment System? Wild Woody. Wing Commander, Wirehead, Wonder Dog, WWF Rage in the Cage. And that's it. No cover for Wirehead. So that was just me going through the list and mentioning the games that had interesting titles. There's a lot more than that on the Sega CD, but I'm going to have to pick some of those up. But I will do that at some other time, because right now, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back for the race. All right. Yo, Nintoaster's here. No, damn it. Input eating son of a gun. Oh, let's be X. Right. I have to check and see how much room I actually have on this SD card. I might need to delete a whole bunch of old Link to the Past randomizer ROMs that I don't play anymore. And while I'm at it, I would want to get a whole bunch of, like, Mystic Quest rando ROMs, some new FF6 randomizer ROMs. Maybe actually get, like, some Chrono Trigger and SMRPG randomizer ROMs. I don't know what a good early stopping point for SMRPG would be, though. Maybe Star Hill. Alright, everybody's ready. Race will actually begin. 3, 2, 1, go! Good fun, have luck. Thank you, Firebat, same to you. My Mega Man is very red. Don't think I would need to download the Sega CD version of Secret of Monkey Island. I have Scum VM for that. And I think I've also got the remake for it on Steam. So that's probably the best way to play it. 4373. So I'd probably want to download both of the Lunar games. I'll think about it later. I'm kind of interested about that NFL trivia game. Because I used to know a lot of NFL trivia. But I have not actively watched the NFL in a number of years. The first year I watched every single week was the year the Colts won the Super Bowl. So that was really nice for me as a Colts fan. That was just a ridiculous season. Well, for fuck's sake, Mega Man. Mega Man has his own ideas for how he should be moving. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm a little surprised that there wasn't any Castlevania game on the Sega CD. Not even, like, a fancier version of Bloodlines. I need to play through Castlevania Bloodlines one of these days. It's a really cool looking game. Of course, I also said that kind of stuff about Super Castlevania 4. And man, that game had me boiling over with anger. On one hand, I don't like being that angry on stream, and I don't like being that angry in general. I can tell you what Sega CD game I'm not going to be downloading. That's Night Trap. I have absolutely no desire to play that game. It's not that it's so bad it's good, it's so bad it's funny. Not the game, the level of how bad it is funny. Everything I've ever seen and heard about Night Trap is just groan-inducing. If you want to experience that game, just find a video of it on YouTube. There are plenty of people that have fallen for that particular trap. A couple of those Sega CD games that I was saying looked like they could be Golden Axe clones. Some of those might be interesting. And some of the RPGs might be interesting. And I think there's a fighting game or two that might be interesting. Probably won't be going for Earthworm Jim or Echo the Dolphin. Probably also don't need to go for Mortal Kombat or NBA Jam. Don't see how those versions would be any different to other versions I've played. That WWF Rage in the Cage. No thank you. WWF games from the early to mid 90s were all just kind of trash that didn't control very well. And they all looked almost exactly the same. And quite frankly, I already have, in my opinion, the best WWF wrestling game in No Mercy from the N64. And because I made so many creator wrestlers, I have like multiple copies of WWF No Mercy. I even have I even have a cart for No Mercy that is kind of like a joke cart because I copied a single character over every wrestler in the game. God damn it. Yeah, Mega Man definitely has his own ideas for how he should be moving. See, what other games from that list can I cross off in my head? Definitely not going to be messing around with Bram Stoker's Dracula. If I'm thinking of the right game, then that's a punishing level of difficulty that I do not want to have in my life. I'm kind of intrigued by Cadillacs and dinosaurs, but I think I already have that on main. The Batman and Spider-Man games could be interesting. Shit. Have to take an extra door transition. I've got to take another extra door transition because that shithead Cack Attack didn't drop a super. What the fuck, dude? The game decided to not give me a super missile from the one enemy that it's almost a guarantee to get one from. Oops. Oh no, that still hit. Actually also kind of surprised I didn't see more sports games that were on Sega CD. I guess it wasn't really around that long or established that well. There were a whole lot of like music makers and music video makers. Fucking Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch has a fucking Sega CD game. That one, Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia. I might just download that to see what the fuck that is. Looked like there were a lot of shmups. a lot of racing games. More likely to check out the shmups than the racing games. And that one, Kids on Site, I'm interested to see what that is as well. From the cover, it just looked like the concept was kids on a construction site, but I don't know what kind of game it would be. I'm pretty sure I've only ever played one construction site themed video game. And that was the Caterpillar branded Game Boy Color game. For as simple as that game is, it's actually kind of fun. I think I remember saying at the time it was better than it had any right to be. But yeah, it depends on how much room I have on my SD card, or how much room I can free up on my SD card. And then how big some of these ROMs are gonna be. Fucking hell. I think with some of the Sega CD games, I don't want to look up videos for them, so that I'd be, like, kind of surprised when I see what they are. Go into it blind. And we got Best Crabs. Okay. River of Blood in the background. There are, of course, also a small handful of those Sega CD games that I kind of already know about. Pretty sure Eternal Champions is the game I'm thinking it is. It's like a Street Fighter style fighting game. And I think the gimmick behind it is you can, like, break your opponent's armor. And I think Phantoon might be a little too close. Yeah. As long as I hit him with 2. Looks like I did. We should have him. Fuck yes. Get dead again. Stand in the corner and do my Met dance. You'll see when the slowdown hits. Oh. Yeah, messing around with the Sega CD stuff might be an idea for a stream on like Monday or Tuesday. As those days I do not have to work. I'm pretty sure I would not need to load up a new BIOS file for every single game. I think I would just need to load up one once. This is all just pure speculation because, once again, caveman that knows about video games. Well, caveman that someone told about video games. Missed the atomic. Actually have to double check the that ROM list again, because I think I saw Bill Walsh's college football on there. And I know I already have a copy of that game, but that was like a surprisingly fun football game, at least on the SNES. But it was a cart that I bought so that I could gut it and put in a Japanese video game instead. Icarus armor. Another game I'm gonna have to double check for. I thought that Sunset Riders made it onto Sega CD. It would have been like a more direct port of the arcade version. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember if there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on Sega CD. Boy, that'd be something. There's just no TMNT game on a console from the 90s? What? It's now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if the Sega CD, like, predates Turtles in Time. I'm at least gonna have to make a list. Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier in response to something Firebat had asked that I still see in chat, so I definitely remember Castlevania Symphony of the Night being on Sega Saturn, because you get to play as Maria, and she has her animal friends with her. Unfortunately, the Sega Saturn is like the one Sega console that I can't emulate with the emulator that I have on Wii. Yeah, dude, Maria and her animal friends make Symphony of the Night a completely different game. It's hilarious. Like, it does nothing but make Symphony of the Night better. And it's already, like, one of the greatest games, not only of its era, but of all time. I dare say that Symphony of the Night is the reason why the genre is called Metroidvania. Since there were a lot of people introduced to that genre of game by Symphony of the Night. Because not everyone that plays video games is an old Nintendo kid. Only played PS1? Yeah. That's the only version of Soten I've ever played. And I own a physical copy of it as well. I did play it for a little while on an emulator on my Wii, but the Wii doesn't really handle the dialogue in the cutscenes very well. Like, slows it to a hilarious degree. But it also renders it kind of unplayable because of that. Like, if it wasn't for the dialogue in the cutscenes, and it was just the gameplay, the Wii actually handles it pretty well. What the fuck? No, go away. What the fuck? This cheating sack of shit. First, he swoops a million fucking times. Then he shoots out an extra goop that he shouldn't have shot out. Boy, that's fucking aggravating. Hey. Laser cutter! So now that I'm thinking about it, I could have sworn that Loom got a port to Sega CD at some point. Kind of surprised that Secret of Monkey Island was like the only LucasArts adventure game that made it onto Sega CD. I guess that was the most popular one. How dare they not have Zach McCracken in the Alien Mindbenders? Oh man, that game. It's not the most fun of the LucasArts point-and-click games. First of all, I don't think Zach McCracken, like, even has... It has music in some parts of the game, but for the most part, no, it just doesn't have music. I think, like, when you go to the airports, and maybe, like, it has some music when you get to a new location, but then that stops, like, after a couple seconds. It's a fucking weird one. The only thing I don't really remember how to get through is the very ending of the game. It's like you're in like some massive pyramid that's on Mars, and it's just a big fucking maze. Pretty sure I beat the game when I was a kid, but I have not gone back to it for reasons. Because again, just not very fun. Especially after I found out about Sam and Max Hit the Road. Now that game is fun as hell. If anyone is going to be getting Scum VM, Sam and Max Hit the Road is definitely one of the ones you want to take a look at. Hell, there's even a version of it out on Steam. Ooh. Nice close G4 times. 9 seconds apart. There we go. Actually, I probably shouldn't bother making a list of the Sega CD games I want to get. I should just download them. If I just make a list and don't actually download them, then I probably won't get around to doing it. 'Cause I know how I do this shit. Um, dipped a little bit on one of those space jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You're dead. Wow. One final smack with the tail before he picks me up. What a jerk. Kind of want. Hmm. Really wish I would have gotten that, but it's fine. Hey, there's Firebat taken first with a 48-20. GG. And there's been Toaster, taking second with a 48-38. GG. If the landing. What's my request line looking like? Ayers Rock and LeChuck's theme. Nice. We've got some winners coming up. Far to the left. Thrilled about these super drops. Okay. There we go. No trouble with Zeb Skip tonight. That's nice. Oh, that cheaty fucking turret, though. Let's get screw attack turned back on right now. Let's real quickly vote for a song on Rainwave. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You're dead, madam. And your wiggle is dead as well. Haha. Oh, baby. Ooh, come on, that baby needs to be dead. Oni. 56:13 for a dot time. Not bad. It's going to be better than the early race. Good to be back in the 58s after last week. Get down here. This is a hell of a song to have playing during the escape. Nice. And I finished before the song did. not redrawing any of those numbers, I don't care. Oh, GG. Just bop on out of there. I can just clear the rest of that. Yeah. That's funny. I really thought Sunset Riders made it onto Sega CD. Maybe I'm thinking of a port that went to the Sega Saturn? What the fuck am I thinking then? 32X? Huh. Who knows? Turian was just over 7. Has pause menu always been there? Am I just now noticing that? So according to the overall ratings on Vim's Lair, the top 5 Sega CD games are Sonic CD, Secret of Monkey Island, NBA Jam, Dark Wizard, and Earthworm Jim Special Edition. That's only slightly concerning. Fear Force! The hell did Dark Wizard look like again? Oh, that's anime as hell. Save the animals, save the frames, you can't have it all! Can't have it both ways, Crab. Yeah, I'm probably, like, only just now looking at it. Well, alright. You know what that means? It means we have to celebrate the fact that I got 3rd place! Ah! That's right. But also, we get to celebrate the fact that we done did it. So I'm going to take a look at... I'll take another look at this list of Sega CD-ROMs. See which ones I want and which ones I don't. We'll see about popping them onto the Wii here. But first, I have to say a big thank you to Insane Firebat and Toaster for the races here tonight. Always a lot of fun. I'm hoping to hear back from Ponk next week. It has been a couple weeks since our last visit to the farm, so I hope everything's going okay for him. But for everybody else, thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!